Today, we're going to be looking at the trailer for M3GAN 2.0, which is the sequel to M3GAN, which came out back in 2023. Now, I will say that I was pleasantly surprised with the original. It was a solid movie and very entertaining. Now, I doubt that there was any plans for a sequel at that time, but seeing how well it did, they're trying to probably capitalize on its popularity, and we know Hollywood doesn't have any original ideas, so we're always going to look for ways to come out with sequels. But before we get into that trailer, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the movie and TV content. Now, without further ado, let's look at M3GAN 2.0 and discuss it on the flip side.
How do I say goodbye?
I'll admit, there were some bugs in my programming. It's hardly fair to blame me for that.
So hard to say goodbye.
But one thing hasn't changed. I will do whatever it takes to protect Katie. What the hell is this? You put me in this plastic Teletubby?
Prove you can be trusted, maybe we'll give you an upgrade.
Mrs. Forrester, we have a problem. We're hunting an autonomous android named Amelia. She was built using your design for M3GAN.
How's this possible? You deleted it.
Apparently you didn't. Nothing in our arsenal can stop her. She's gone rogue, killing anyone who's contributed to her creation.
I think I did it again.
And you and Katie are next.
I know how to stop Amelia. She's getting more powerful. Soon she'll be the most dangerous weapon on the planet. Put me in a body and I'll help you stop her.
You remember what happened last time. You threatened to rip out my tongue and put me in a wheelchair.
I was upset.
Look, she wants to help us. Everyone deserves a second chance.
You would like us to rebuild a deranged robot in order to catch another one.
Would you prefer I gave you a printout that you can read at your own pace?
Okay, M3GAN, time to give you an upgrade. Anything you'd like to add?
I want to be stronger, faster. Hey, so remember the time I strangled you and set the lab on fire? I want you to know that won't happen again.
Thank you so much.
And while you're at it, make me taller. All right, meat sacks, let's get to work.
Well, look who came out to play.
I was programmed to protect Katie. The only question is, are you going to stand in my way? Hold on to your vaginas.
I don't care if she did kill 4 people. She is a smoking hot warrior princess.
I'll make you a deal. You can kill Gemma, but don't touch Katie.
M3GAN.
Okay, first, let me just say, having Oops, I Did It Again as the background music to this trailer was phenomenal. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was perfect. It was hilarious. It was great. Now, for the trailer, I would say this trailer has me intrigued. Now, most of the time, the sequel is generally not as good and definitely not better than the original, but we may have a contender here to buck that trend. Where the original was more of a thriller, this kind of looks more like an action movie. I think it has a good basis for a story. You know, someone steals the idea for the original M3GAN to make an even bigger and more intentional, diabolical threat. And the only way to defeat this new threat is to rebuild that original M3GAN with a host of upgrades. And it looks really good. The action looks to be on point, and the humor throughout this trailer, if it's the same in the movie, this movie is going to be hilarious and action-packed all the way throughout. Now, that being said, I don't plan this movie being some great blockbuster Oscar-winning type movie, but it sure looks like it's going to be a very solid and entertaining movie just like its original. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe it's even going to be better than the original. How do you think this movie looks? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the movie and TV content that I bring you almost every single day of the week. Since I have you here, why don't you go check out my review on this underrated movie right here. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.